Dragonflies love modern architecture. That's the secret you don't know about dragonflies. They're architecture snobs. They'll only go to the modern architecture. So my question to you is, do you want to get introduced? Should I say, I'm Wesley Green, I'm joined by Erica Baker? That makes sense, right? Yeah, okay. I'm Wesley Green, I'm joined by Erica Baker. Scott couldn't make it today, I guess. He didn't hear from him, we're worried. But we're here at the Independence Palace. We've been touring, this is our first day in Saigon, we've been touring all day. And it's been a lot of fun. We've done a lot of historic sites. Erica, what would you say has been the gist of the sites today? If there's a theme for the things we've seen today, what would you say?
History and then a mix of cultural, architectural elements, French and Vietnamese architecture blended.
The city. This is the old city in Saigon that we're touring today. I think you're going to see even more culture on our last day here. I sort of pushed a lot of cultural sites to that day.
Is that a little tour over there?
It is. They're doing a tour, and I don't see what they're green. They have green hats. Maybe it's a family reunion or something. I don't know. They're trying to get a picture and doing a lot of yelling at each other in order to get it done, which is exactly how you should interact with family.
Yeah, or anything.
Very modern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like an office building to me, but there's no reason that's what it should be. It's just that we don't usually see palaces that are built this late. But it's kind of like when we went to Phnom Penh, and there's all this it is colonial architecture, but I misused the term French colonial. That is a style of architecture, and none of the buildings there built during the French colonial period are in that because they're mostly the 20th century. And remember, it lasted. The French occupation of Indochina lasted until the 20th century. So they're Art Deco buildings, which is so weird. It seems backwards, but I guess it makes sense. All right. Now, these don't have...
That's nice and gussied up. Look at that.
This is kept in good shape, right?
Yeah.
So that's a fresh paint job on it. But I did not see... It's behind me. There's one sign for both tanks. So let me back up. Here we go. These tanks are identical to the armored vehicles from Tank Corps 203 2nd Army that made the famous breakthrough into the palace grounds through the...
This building was designed by a Vietnamese architect. Now, what was it again with NGO?
NGO? Well...
Huh?
Yeah.
Viet Thu, completed in 1966. Geometric shape, striking facade, featuring concrete panels and large windows. Modern design incorporates Vietnamese elements like mother of pearl inlays and lotus flower motifs, reflecting a desire to combine modernity and national identity.
That's cool. So it would not have been. This was like a presidential palace even during the American era.
Because it was built in '66, and look. Could you imagine eating just some like breakfast, having some bacon and eggs at that table, just like chilling?
I'm thinking this is where dignitaries met.
Maybe they ate bacon and eggs.
They might have. You're right. I don't know that they didn't. I don't know if you can see this painting. It's very dark. Not a happy painting.
Oh.
Oh my. Cheer up, painting.
Staircase looks neat. I always liked winding staircases.
Yeah, they had a fake one in the other building. You missed it. It went up to the ceiling and then just stopped at the ceiling, and like there was nothing above. I was like, whoa, that's quite the fake out you've done there. I knew the information would be on one side of this gigantic room. State Banqueting Hall. State banquets as many as 100 guests were held in this room. One of the most notable such events was the inauguration of dinner of President Nguyen Van Tho and his Vice President Nguyen Cao Ki on 31st of October 1967. The last state dinner was held here by President Thu on the 1st of March 1975 for the U.S. congressional delegation sent to report on prospects for continued support for the Southern government. Well, I hope they skimped on that dinner because obviously they didn't get it. They said 100 people, so not everybody had a chair. That's my main concern. I'm like, there aren't enough chairs for everyone. Receptions as many as 500 guests were held in this room, which was also used for the installation of each new cabinet. 1930, on the 21st of April, 1975, President Thu delivered his resignation speech in this room. He spoke for over 2 hours about the country's situation in the wake of America's decision to discontinue their support. Vice President Tran Van Hung then succeeded to the presidency, pledging to continue the struggle to the bitter end. He resigned just a week later and was replaced by General Lung Min, from whom the revolutionary authorities received the formal declaration of surrender. I must say, I do not understand a lot about human relations, but one of the things that I understand least is politics, where the guy says, we'll fight to the bitter end, and then turns over the reins to the next guy who immediately surrenders. Like, obviously, he knew that was going to happen. He couldn't just go, hey, guys, guess what? We lost. See what she's doing. She's just standing in front of the AC, and it was a great idea, and that's what I'm going to do. Look at the room from this angle, guys. Isn't it fantastic over here? It's not that bad, but I stink, and it's sweaty. Very high humidity. It's not that. Is the heat? I should say the temperature is not that bad. It's actually pretty nice, but the humidity is just through the roof. We cannot go up those stairs, but I know we can get upstairs because I've done it before. Let's head back this direction. Maybe there's a staircase inside. I think there is. They probably don't want people to use the central one because it's carpeted and that would wear out quick.
Oh, hold on, you're cutting out. Whoa, that is so cool.
It's very cool. I hope it's all coming through. I guess it's the angle we're looking at because I'm sure that's not the only tree that's like that. But I think that's a result of, what is it? Because of it, because we're in a floodplain. That would be why. So the roots have to stretch out over a wide area rather than going deep like we get in trees in the mountain. I think that's what it is. I took these sorts of things, and it does, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's the most. That's what I focus on here in the historical thingamajig. I'm like, whoa, look, a tree. It's got roots.
It is neat, though. A million.
Like a million.
The palace was built on the site of the former Norodom Palace. That's why. It says the residence of the French Governor General during the colonial world. So they built that over the site where the former palace was. So it's a new building on the site. I was looking for it. I was like, where? Because I know that this had more to it.
I know you got more palaces. Yes.
Oh, look at that little.
I know. Looks cool. Get a drink at the bar. Mahjong. Whoa. Now, I know they're not going to let us out there, but they should. This is the First Lady's reception room. The President's wife held receptions here, often entertaining the wives of visiting heads of state and leaders of various national and international organizations. The lamps in the shape of flowers give the room a sense of peace and charm. You're going to find these flower lamps.
Yeah.
The decor features a distinctive pairing of two contrasting motifs. The three porcelain figures representing the traditional gods of happiness, prosperity, and longevity, and an abstract fresco in modern Cubist style. The wife of President Nguyen Van Tho, Miss Nguyen Thi Mai An, was born in 1930 in My Tho in Tianjiang province to a family of Catholic doctors. She married Nguyen Van Tho in 1951 when he was serving as Army lieutenant. They had 3 children, a daughter, Nguyen Thi Tuan An, and 2 sons, Nguyen Quang Lok and Nguyen Tho Long. I don't see the flower lamp. Kentucky. Whoa, you probably can't see these, but there's like just tons and tons of dragonflies hanging around in front of the building. It's Baroque. I feel like it's named for an era of art and design, Baroque style or Baroque plan or something like that. Or the Haussmann plan. Look for an adjective that describes the Haussmann plan of Paris. Just look at Haussmann Paris, 1900s.
Haussmann?
Haussmann, maybe two N's.
And Haussmann Paris?
Yeah, Paris. Well,
and what am I looking about it though? Haussmann Paris
plan,
style?
Urban plan.
Haussmannian too, or Haussmann style of architecture.
Because there's elements of it in Rome as well. I've seen some of it. I think that's what it is. Urban design history. Just what you get for just looking at pictures. The Baroque city. I think that is. Anyway, that's that terminating at one point. I see a spiral staircase and it excited me. You'd want to say, well, it's only half spiral, I guess. Were you reading off the facts for this palace?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Let me get to where it was. Because, you went through the reception halls and places where dignitaries were. It says the president's private living quarters with bomb shelters hidden beneath. Can you see that? Are you allowed to see the living quarters from there? You saw the helicopter pad, didn't you?
Yeah, one on the roof, yeah. I don't know if there's another one.
Mm-hmm. No, that was it. It says on the rooftop where a dramatic escape attempt took place during the fall of Saigon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
This feels governmental.
It does.
Like in my head, just going to the Navy Air Base with Daddy and being over there, and even in like the commissary, all of that smells like military buildings. I feel like this smells like a military building.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I'm very fond of it. It's a nostalgic thing for me, but yeah.
It kind of feels very American influence. I mean, obviously, it's the design and things are Vietnamese, but I feel like you can sort of tell that there's American influence here. Maybe that's just because I know there was, but
it does seem like that, though.
Architectural design of the palace. Situated in a 12-hectare park, the palace occupies a 4,500 square meter ground space. It's a crazy place.
So what I'm seeing is not rain then. That's the dragonflies flying around.
Yeah, that's dragonflies. I feel like I've seen the same sort of thing in Macau. I don't know what the connection is there, but it's hot in Macau as well. And I don't know why. I don't know if maybe they're just everywhere, and I can't see them when they're farther off, but they seem to be clustered close to the building. Dragonflies love modern architecture. That's the secret you don't know about dragonflies. They're architecture snobs. They'll only go to the modern architecture. These are the presidential reception rooms. Yep, that's the one with the dragon's head.
Yeah.
They're on the arms. You can't really see them from here, but they're just on the arms of the chair.
No. I can't see it. Wait, like, there's not a way to see it. Well, for me to see it, obviously. Mm-hmm.
Doing a photo session. Hi. National Security Council chambers. I feel like we only got one more level. Control tower. Lieutenant Chung flew his F-5E aircraft directly over Saigon and succeeded in dropping 2 bombs on the palace before landing on an improvised airstrip prepared by the Liberation Forces. The helipad on the upper terrace of the palace and the main central staircase were damaged in the attack, though they were subsequently repaired. But this feat seriously undermined the Republic's authority and prompted the U.S. president to order the evacuation of the last Americans still in Saigon. Definitely saw that. So let's try the underground portion. No, I may lose you for the underground portion because sometimes that stuff doesn't work. We're going to try it. Okay. Actually, let me see too. Before we go down, let me see how close we are. Oh, we got tons of time. Okay, so we're going to enjoy the um, underground portion if we get a signal. If not, we're going to step aside and have a call.